Hello everybody. Welcome back to We Are the Mother Grabbing Pinball Crew. We Are Pinball, episode number 38. I'm here with Cengiz and extra special guest, brother from another mother, the hero of Arizona, RetroRalph himself. How you doing, sirs, gentlemen? Welcome to This Week in Pinball.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me back again. It's number 2 for me for the WAP show.
Oh yeah, nice to have you here, RetroRalph, friend of the show. 1 year anniversary with a special guest. I am so ready for a great show with you guys. I'm so excited. RetroRalph is just dominating the pinball industry right now. He got the keys to JJP. He just opened the doors up for Harry Potter. We're going to talk Harry Potter all day long. We have got that game. We have got Predator on the way. You have played Kong. You own a Kong. I have the Kong. So we're going to talk a lot of Kong. How about Dune?
Cengiz?
Anyone? Yeah? Anybody got Dune?
I don't know Dune near me. There's one in Madison, Wisconsin. I need to go spend more time on. But
I did play Dune. We've all played Dune too, I guess, because I did play it. They have it at Electric Bat. So I think we've all played Dune, right? Have you, Cengiz?
No, I cannot get it here in Europe.
Oh, all right.
We have no distros here, man. But have you seen any Dune unboxing videos or anything?
I have not seen a single Dune unboxing video. I mean, although I haven't really been like seeking them out, but I like to think I watch most pinball content, but I have not seen an unboxing of Dune.
Are they shipping out these games?
I don't know.
Or is everything on pause now? What's going on? I know nothing about Dune. I like the theme, but what's going on with the game?
So I want to be careful with this because I don't want someone from Barrels of Fun to think this is me trashing them, because it's not. But the one that Electric Bat got had a lot of problems when they got it. I mean, it's running right now. I did play it. It was running, but it was doing weird things. They had an issue with one of the like coils burnt out. I think it's functioning now, but it definitely wasn't like a good unboxing experience. But I guess David Van Ness found out, he didn't find out. He heard our podcast and he got in touch with them, and he's like really, really trying to work with them to figure out like, hey, why did this happen? You know, because I mean, the first ones off the line sometimes can have some issues. So like, I'm one that gives companies grace in that, as long as they handle it, as long as they fix it, I'm cool, right? But like, we've had some recent things with, the X-Men plunger thing was screwed up. Stern sort of kind of fixed it. The one I'll say is a good example of them fixing it really fast was like the Dungeons and Dragons dragon thing. They caught that super fast. Like, I had my cables, motor,
right?
And they let everyone know. All the distros knew. I knew, like, your distro, Donnie, probably told you, right, when you got yours. Like, we all knew. So I'll hand it to David Van Ness. He's all over Kale right now at Electric Bat trying to make it right. But I did play it, and it was fully functional when I did play it. So
you don't mess with Kale, because Kale goes online and says, this is BS. Fix it.
Kale does not have a filter, that's for sure. He's gonna say whatever.
That's why I love Kale Hernandez. I love him. I love him. Absolutely, man. All right. So we just got Harry Potter, right?
Amazing.
Yeah. And we got everything presented by RetroRalph. We want to hear, Ralph. We want to hear what the heck happened. So I'm guessing they contacted Zach, and Zach said no. Is that true? Or is it another game Zach was talking about?
So I actually don't know if they did ask Zach and he declined, but I know Zach was declining a lot of those featurette requests because he was like kind of trying to run the business and like, I don't have time. And it does take a lot of time. But I became friendly with Ken Cromwell, and Ken just kind of asked me. I was in Chicago for work, actually, and it was weird because it was like a really crappy. It was in the middle of the winter, just like crappy weather, and I was getting out of my rental car, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Ken's calling me, and he's like, hey, I have this like proposition for you. He's like, look, I'm not asking you to give me an answer right now. Now I have to go back and check, but maybe Zach did say no. I'm sure that's probably what happened. So Zach maybe said no. And he goes, do you think you'd have the like know-how and ability to make a video like the featurettes that we make? And I was like, but the thing is, he used Avatar as the reference. And I was like, ugh, because like I know that was done in a professional studio. So I was like, well, look, Ken, if Avatar is your like baseline, I know I probably can't do that, but I probably could do something in between. with the stuff that I have, the camera equipment and stuff. So he's like, well, think about it and then let me know. And I think like 4 weeks went by. And then I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to like say yes. Even though I kind of knew a little bit, like this is a stretch for me, but I was like, I'm going to say yes. And I said yes. And that's kind of how it started. But then there was a long pause. I kept contacting him, Ken, we ready? We ready? We ready? They're like, not ready yet, not ready yet, not ready yet. And then it's starting to get into like close to April. And I'm like I'm getting nervous because I have to like take time off work to do it, you know? And so
but
I'm like,
when did you know that it was Harry Potter?
He didn't tell me till I signed the NDA. I mean, he kind of did because I was like, we all know what it was. I mean, it's not like any of us didn't know. You know what I mean? We all knew. You guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, Nap leaked it or talk. I don't even know. The rumors been around for like years.
Jack
now,
leaked
right?
it.
Oh yeah, Jack said it.
Okay, the man.
So
This was after
so I knew for a while.
right? Yeah, this was April, like after TPF, when Jack said, well, everybody knows our next game is Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, so that surprised me because at that point I had already signed the NDA and there was no talks about like everyone was like, okay, everyone quiet. So when Jack did that, I texted Ken. I'm like, I thought we were all being quiet. Ken never said like, clearly I think we can all agree that probably wasn't the plan, right? I think he just said that. I think he got excited in the moment, just said it. Ken never confirmed that wasn't the plan, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't the plan. And you could kind of tell from Mark Seiden's face because he was just like,
But guys, on hindsight, okay, wait. I just want to ask you this. Jack did this move. Like nobody was expecting this because at TPF they were about to sell more avatars. And then he was like, bam, I have got Harry Potter. Don't spend a dime. This game is awesome.
Don't you feel like, Cengiz, that if Don was there to DJ it, Jack should have said that, and then Don should have been like, "There's some hoes in this house.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house."
like
he should do the
yeah. All right, ready? Someone play the role of Jack, and then here, and then Don, you DJ. Should I be Jack? And then Don, you be the DJ, like you be my hype man. So
let's go.
All right, hold on. The next Jersey Jack game is Harry Potter. Everybody knows that.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes.
So don't spend a dime. Don't talk to anybody. Don't do anything.
Don't do anything. But wait.
All right. Well, thank you, Jack.
Eurotrash. Go, Donnie.
Right.
Should I have made it? I should have probably been more like, he's got more of a, all right, guys, let me tell you. He's not that Italian, huh?
I love Italiano. I love this.
I don't know. Jack is like he's Italian, but he's not like, hey, dude, guy, he's not like that. He's not like forget about it Italian. He's born. He's kind of.
Forget about it.
He's not quite.
Anyway.
Guys, wait. I just want to say this. Everybody is saying some negative stuff about Jack doing this move. Okay, I have heard everything. But to be honest, just take one step back and think about this move. Jack goes in there. There are other new game releases, right? And Kong is on the way and all that stuff. He puts this dream theme. Bam! He ruins so many sales. I said it! Because of that, Kong didn't sell as many games. Everybody held back. We're distros here. Do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy that? No, I want to see what this Harry Potter is all about. So what Jack did actually was a great move.
It was kind of a baller move, right?
Yeah,
like, it was kind of baller.
It was a great move. He stopped everything. When I talked to Pinball Brothers a month ago, I was like, don't release anything. Let Harry Potter come out first. Let people see it, because if you release anything before Harry Potter, people will like, nope, we want to see this game and see what happened. And it's a great game, right? So
remember the meme thing where, what was it? When was it when people would do that thing where you'd say something and then it would play like the Dr. Dre music and the glasses would fly in and the blunt? Like that was totally Jack. Like he was kind of a badass.
I was there at TPF Live when this happened, and I remember like Jack made the announcement, said not $1 out of your pocket. Everybody quickly ran over to the spooky booth, bought an Evil Dead. They're like, okay, all dollars are safe in our pockets now. And then from then on, yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, that was when Spooky sold out about the
week,
same time.
It's just funny how it all played out and how unexpected. Like, I mean, I'm like at the epicenter of pinball, the biggest show of the year, and I'm super hyping into pinball. And I didn't even know this JJP seminar was going on. I was waiting in line to play Merlin's Arcade or something. I was grabbing a Diet Coke and a drink from Spooky. I think Chris Franchi was signing my butt, and then I heard like, oh, Harry Potter got released. What are you talking about?
That's why it is wild, though. And I think I kind of made fun of the fact that no one reacted, but I think the reason why no one reacted because Don, you have to tell me because you were there. People must have been like, "What did he just say?" Like what? Like they were shocked, right?
Just people talking crap. Like, yeah, sure, that happened, whatever. And then I went over to Ken later, and I'm like, "Dude, did Harry Potter get released?" And he's like, kind of like, well, it's all part of the plan. It's like, all right,
guys, you can say whatever you want to say. I think Jack did a great free PR, man. This is the best PR. He destroys all the other company sales, and I think he did a great move. I'm loving this. He should do it again next time.
100%. So awesome. I'm waiting. When's Kamikow going to announce their next title? Because I think that's how they do this. He gets out ahead of it, says what the theme is. Jack confirms it at the show, and then the machine comes out 3 months later.
Actually, interesting. What do you guys? Because there's been a lot of rumors of the next game, but there's no. I don't. Is there a strong rumor on what that is at this point from Jersey Jack?
The only thing I have almost got
Richie
confirmed.
Next?
Yeah, it's Richie, and I directly asked Richie, "Is it Top Gun?" And I got told, "No, it's not Top Gun." And I was like, "It should be Top Gun, right? When it's Steve Ritchie, what the hell should else be? High Speed 3? I would like that, but
wasn't there another like heavily rumored game that was? I can't remember what the other rumor was. There were two that were pretty strong. It wasn't Matrix, was it?
I think Matrix was the other one.
Matrix, very very strong. Yes.
Which one would you guys rather have?
Between Matrix and Top Gun?
Yeah.
Matrix all day, all night
See, that's
long.
What I would say. That's what I would say too.
Oh, Matrix, that music soundtrack. Oh, I like highway music in Top Gun, but Matrix is 90s.
Imagine in that game, right? Like just imagine it is Matrix. And imagine there's you're trying to get out of the Matrix and there's a phone booth that opens and you have to get the ball into it. And then like it goes in and goes back down or something. Like that would be your way. Like the phone is ringing or something. Like that seems like genius. You could do something cool with that. There's so many cool things you could do.
Motorola, they used the Nokia, the phone that was flipping down. Don't you remember that? 9800 Nokia something. Don't you remember that kid?
Yeah, there's so many cool things you could do with that. I don't know, but Top Gun would be cool too. But is Top Gun like? I know Maverick came out, but is it kind of? I don't know. Has it run?
Forget the 80s, 90s.
Oh, so it would have to be. So if it was Top Gun for you, it'd have to be the original Top Gun, not Maverick.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has to be the original if they do it. Absolutely, but. I mean, it will fit perfect to Steve Ritchie. Don't you feel that?
Well, yeah, he's got a ton of layout. You could just grab the what was that? What was that game with the skull and all the motor?
No Fear.
Yeah, it could just be No Fear rethemed. Highway to the Danger Zone, jump ramp, and everything. Just like how
did Ritchie do? Who did F-14 Tomcat?
Steve Ritchie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about old games. Okay. I know everything. Just waste of knowledge.
And timestamp.
What did I cut out? Donnie, your camera, I see 4 frames per second. I don't know what's going on, Donnie. You need to upgrade your internet connection.
A couple of Robo Jengas is no problem.
So Don, what do you think, man? Like, which one would you rather have, Top Gun or Matrix?
Matrix, man, because you'd have to have like a game-changing state with that when you're inside the Matrix, outside the Matrix, and you can do it with light and music. But I think, remember, like the key thing when that movie came out that was really wowing everybody was that bullet time effect, because that's like the first time that we saw that kind of pause in space, rotating with the camera. So imagine like if the middle area of the playfield was on a turntable and there could be a point where a magnet would grab your ball, time would stop, everything would rotate, opening new ball pass, and then boom, you just start going. Maybe the magnet can be thrown at targets like you're using that Matrix space force,
Oh, that would be cool. Like, meaning you're kind of like you're stopping all the bullets and then they like they disperse
And
or something.
I'm gonna go back to the projection topper. Imagine if when you're in the Matrix, all of a sudden you got all the green letters and things being projected all around the room that you're playing in, because like you're in Matrix mode, and then you
Oh
pop back
yeah,
out.
that would be cool.
Yeah, because
Just imagine the light show.
I know,
yeah,
and JJP is so good with the light shows.
Yeah,
They could do some cool stuff.
just so much green in there. It could be awesome, man.
yeah, and
But
then
let's jump back to Harry Potter, guys.
You got excited. We were got excited. You got us excited, Jenkins. You're like, let's talk about the new thing.
Yep.
You got us excited.
I have heard these Matrix rumors, but I'm pretty restricted when it comes to JJP. So, yeah, about JJP rumors, I can talk Stern rumors, but JJP. Am I Robot Jenkins again? Because Donnie is.
we're just stunned by your brilliance. What I can say is whatever is coming next from JJP, it's probably going to be 3 years until we see it, because they're going to
That's
take
true.
so long to get caught up on all these Harry Potter orders. Holy crap! Like I'm hearing from distributors, like this is their best day or best week they've had ever, which is churning out.
Same with my local guy. The local guy here, I asked him, he's like, man, I haven't had days like this in a long time with ordering. And I'm just like, I don't know. The thing I've been trying to figure out, and it's like, I can't find a reputable source that says what the definite number is, but I don't know. Like, I think that, and I could be wrong. You guys let me know. I think Stern could probably easily pump out like 500 games a week, but I think
Yeah.
JJP is more like 100 games a week. So if
Yeah.
that's the case, how the hell, like they're going to be making these well into next year, right?
100%.
Well, we have insider info from a US distro here, because as you can see on my T-shirt, it says MAD Pinball, and if you guys want to buy pinball machines, buy it from MAD Pinball. Use the code WAP and get free T-shirts and free shipping on Stern games. And on top of that, we have personal info from Mr. Jeff himself. So I asked, how is the sales of Harry Potter doing?
Yeah.
Like, he's like third biggest JJP distro in the world, so he's big gun out there. Jeff says it's phenomenal. Harry Potter is our biggest launch day of games since Foo Fighters. Foo sold slightly more units day one. We sold more dollars day one with Potter. As of today, the ratio of trim level has been approximately 5 CE to 3 WE to 1 AE.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, the C is just, yeah. And he talks about Merlin. We're not in Merlin yet. Dune is still strong, he says. So that's cool. But yeah, Harry Potter, phenomenal. It has been a juggernaut of a sales success for MAD Pinball. Again, guys, when you buy from MAD Pinball, what do?
Use code WAP and then pat yourself on the back for being a brosif. Yeah.
Yeah. And Donnie will send you a personal T-shirt, man, and he will kiss the T-shirt.
We got him ready to go. So, like, looking at a Stern game versus a Jersey Jack game, I mean, Stern's got this thing down to such a science. Everything in the game is on the playfield, and that playfield has a 1/4 mile long assembly line, so they can churn those out. The cabinet, there's like nothing in it. There's a cheap speaker, a couple of boards, and that's it. The back box has hardly anything in it. That little CPU, tiny screen. You open up a JJP back box, and it's like, there's this whole cantilever. This looks like the Costco mounting system for my flat TV in there. There's so much in that back box, so much in the cabinet, so much on the playfield, and they don't have a 1/4 mile long assembly line with just like tons of people like it's Wonka's factory or anything. So yeah, I could see they want this game to sell well, but if it sells too well, it's going to be years and years, and people are going to be waiting years for their Harry Potter.
Yeah. And you got to think they also, some things when you tour Stern, you appreciate a little bit, and you're like, oh, why do they do that? But I mean, they do all their in-house wire harnesses. Jersey Jack outsources that. They outsource the playfield, so they're also reliant on other people to get the parts they need a little bit more than Stern. So I'm sure, like, if anything breaks in that chain, even though I know Stern has that, all these other companies still have to rely on people to get parts, but these are like major things. Like if the wiring's not there, like I'm screwed, right? I have to wait till those come. Or if a playfield's not there because of some issue with shipping, like I'm screwed on that too. So
Or chipping.
I got to think they have more dependencies on other people too. So that's probably, I don't know, man. I don't, I mean, we don't know how many total orders they've gotten, but I got to think they're at least a year and a half to completion right now, at least.
Yes. Yes, unless they put out another line that builds these games, hire some more
That
help.
warehouse is not that big in comparison to Stearns, though. Like you've gone Don several times, right? It's not that big in
No,
comparison to Stern.
Cern's at Costco, and this place is like not a farmer's market, but I mean, a local store. It doesn't have the huge ceilings or anything. I mean, it's adequate.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't think they could really want for anything, but it doesn't have that just cavernous, like we can pump out
Yeah.
1,000 games a
how
day.
about if you compare to Spooky's new place and JJP? How are they compared to each other?
Spooky's about a quarter of the size of JJP. Yeah.
Okay, and Spooky is building what, 40 games a month or a week?
They're doing 60 a month, I think, right now.
60 a month. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, but they're an order of magnitude lower with their total numbers. Like they're making 888 Evil Deads interspersed with
Mm.
Scooby Doo's and some Looney Tunes. And TCM buy that game. Holy crap, that game's awesome.
Don,
But
you know what I wanted to ask you real quick?
sure, go
This
ahead.
is so I'm curious. Do you think that your Evil Dead doesn't have a number either, right? It just says Don's Pinball Podcast or
Yeah,
something.
there's a number in the coin box. Oh no, actually, this one's number 10. This one, yeah, I didn't get the special edition.
See, I didn't look. I want to like because I was wondering the ones that like mine doesn't. Maybe it does have a number. Maybe just the nameplate doesn't. Because I was curious. Like, do they count against the 888?
So they should. So back in the day, I bought a Halloween, and Halloween sold out in like 45 minutes or something. I went, that year to MGC, and they had a Halloween new. They just unboxed it on the floor. It didn't have a number on it, and it was like, so which number is this? And they're like, oh, that's just kind of like a show game. I'm like, what do you mean it's just a show game? So I think there used to be like display samples. The Harry Potter I played last night over at Lumberjack Johnny's in Appleton was a display sample. So it's unnumbered. It's a
Yeah.
collector's edition, but it'll exist out there in the wild. I had a friend reach out to me for a CE Elton John that was a display model that he had a really good price on. He's like, is it worth it buying one of these display ones? And I'm like, yeah, the number doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
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 So they used to exist. I don't think they're doing that anymore. I don't think they can get away with it now. They're too high profile. But like back in the day, there were just kind of like extra ones that were
A lot of extras. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So
Get us back on track, Jengus.
yeah. Sorry, Ralph. You have played this game more than anyone else in the world. You have seen it more than anyone else compared to JJP people. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You have so much insider. It's so cool. So we have 3 trims: the arcade, the wizard, and the collector's edition. First of all, I'm going to ask you first. Are you thinking about buying this game, Harry Potter?
Okay. So, for full disclosure, right? There
You
was
got it for free.
obviously, I'm gonna not say it exactly like that, but I'm gonna say so. I had to sign an agreement to do this video, right? That agreement was so I didn't talk about any of the like maybe things that led up to something happening or not happening with the game, all that stuff. So I do know some of that stuff. I disclosed little things that were definitely ones that weren't a big deal, like the Quidditch player with the number 11. That was Eric's little Easter egg, and then they told him he couldn't have it. That kind of stuff, because that stuff was like not a big deal. But no, as far as wait, sorry, what was the question again? What was it again?
First, I was thinking about getting this game. That was
Oh
the main
yeah.
question.
So part of the
And
agreement
which
to
version?
film the video. So part of the agreement to film the video was some form of payment, right? So I might have taken my form of payment as non-cash. So you could take that with what you will. But so yes. But if that wasn't the case, I would still be getting this game. But I wouldn't get the same one. So because of the agreement, I would be getting the the top end one. I think if I was buying this on my own, I would definitely get. So there's 2 schools of thought. Sometimes I'm on the Don school of thought where I'm like, I'm just going to get the arcade and do the other stuff to it, because I like Don likes I like doing that stuff, customizing my game. So I feel like if you were looking to save some money, you are kind of getting the same exact game with some minor concessions. You add the shaker motor, you go ahead and powder coat it however you want. You might want it somewhat different, so that's cool. And then, if you can live with the translate in the back glass versus an actual back glass, that's cool too. And I'm sure that aftermarket people are going to make one anyway. So like, to me, if you really want to experience this game and you don't have the 12 or 15, like the arcade's great. The negative to that is I have no idea when they're going to make those arcade versions. So that could be part of your equation, is like, when am I going to get it? But I think if if I had the money and the means, I'd probably just go with the Wizard because I really like how those rad cows look on the side. They look really nice. It's more of a traditional artwork package, so I think it fits with most pinball themes. And you're getting the shaker and the other things too. And I do like, because I like to stream the games, it is nice having that external jack to plug into, so you could, so it's easier to stream it. But
How
I can
about
see
the
like,
RAM? How about the wire ramps? Because on the arcade edition, it's just normal metal, and on the Wizard edition, it's chrome ramps. Have you seen? Can
actually,
you see
that
the
I haven't
difference?
good. That's a good point. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that. They didn't
Okay.
have an arcade built when I was there. They had Wizards
Oh.
built and
Okay.
CEs built. And at that time, those were all prototypes. Like they were basically Eric and the mechanical engineer Dan were like going through the line, making sure everyone understood how to build it. Then, so like there was no arcade. They didn't have a single arcade one built then, and that was late April.
Okay.
So,
So
Wait.
you're getting the top of the line collector's edition $15,000 version.
but I would not, not
No.
to. If it was I had to pay it with my own money, I don't
Yeah.
think I would get the CE. Even though I really do appreciate the art, I'd probably go Wizard. And I
Yeah.
don't I don't love the CE topper, but I do think that someone's going to come along and if you really take a close look at that topper, the facade can just be detached. So to me, a mod maker could make a killer 3D sculpt that just goes where the buildings are, right? And I think you could make that thing epic by just doing a couple of tweaks, like, because to me, it's more the facade looks cheap.
I mean,
It just does
The little
I've
shoe
seen
box.
for
other.
a JJP.
Yeah.
Yeah, for JJP, I've seen other content creators bashing the topper to the ground.
I mean, I don't want to
I
bash the
haven't.
topper, but
No,
it just doesn't look like a typical JJP topper to me. It doesn't look as
Can I
nice.
push back just a little bit because I this occurred to me the other day. I was in
Hmm.
the restroom of all things. Now, if Stern had released this same topper, this thing would be $2,400, $2,499 probably. I mean, honestly, because I was at Lumberjack Johnny's. I'm looking at the Venom
Point.
topper. I'm looking at the Foo Fighters topper, and that was a $2,000 topper, and it's
Hmm.
just flat plastics with a little rotating sculpt. So if they would have made the Hogwarts castle with the projector with the little plastic things that flip up, it would have been $2,499.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
that's a good
if
point.
that's what they released it for, I wouldn't be surprised. So, like, yeah, I get it. It's not the Godfather topper. That was amazing. If I could have got that, but Harry
Oh,
Potter themed, oh yes,
yeah,
oh yes,
yeah,
Yeah, that Godfather topper is pretty awesome.
yeah,
I will
right.
yeah.
say this though, I was talking to my local distributor and we were just like analyzing the crap out of the topper. And I was thinking to myself, I kind of feel like, and I have no knowledge to say whether this is true or not. This is just my opinion. I think they probably had a way lower budget for that topper after all the money that had to go into this game, and I think that's the best they could do within the budget they had. That's what I think, and it's not terrible. I don't look at it and go, "Oh my gosh, this is the biggest steaming pile of monkey crap," but it's just not to the standard of a typical JJP topper, I don't think, especially if you compare it to like what Don said. The Godfather one's pretty epic, right? So, but it's still, I don't think it's not terrible or anything. And then have you seen the projector working? I did finally see that working in person.
No, how's that look?
So here's the thing, I don't think it's coded into the game yet, but you can go into like the test mode and display it. So right now all it is it's the dark mark, so it's the tattoo that like Draco and all those guys have in the movie, that dark mark tattoo that's on their, that's on like their forearm.
Mhm.
It's that, and it only looks like it's green, but but I looked like inside the projector. I think that's the only thing it can project. So it doesn't look like it can change what it can project. It's just that image, but it's just
Hmm.
green right now. And I didn't see there might be a way to change the color, like there might be like an RGB, but in the test, it's just green. It looks
Okay.
okay. I mean,
I mean, is it just
it's
like a little 2-inch projection on the ceiling above the machine? I guess depends on how high your ceiling is.
Does it
So
move
so
like
yeah,
a
so
gun?
they have a higher ceiling in that distributor. So like we put like a piece of paper above it, and that's the dark mark's kind of small. So if it was in like your basement, it probably wouldn't be much bigger than like that on your ceiling. But on his ceiling, it was pretty big because it was, he has a high ceiling in there.
I have a question to you guys because I watched the first movie, and then I saw all the merchandise for Harry Potter. And now when I see something on Netflix, there is a guy that's missing his mouth, white head, missing his mouth, or is he missing his nose?
Is
The
this like
I
bad
think
guy
you're
in
talking
Harry
about
Potter.
Voldemort.
Oh, I
right?
think
Yes.
it's like a YouTube.
Yes.
He has a mouth. He just
Yeah.
his nose is sort of weird, but yeah, he has a mouth.
Okay. All right. So Voldemort. All right. So there is this guy with the mask on the playfield, but where is? I mean, as I see Voldemort, he takes a lot of space in the movies, or maybe one movie. Is he in the game also?
Genghis, repeat that.
Oh, did I jump off again?
Yeah. Just start again.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say I've seen this Voldemort guy a lot of times in the movies, and I see on the playfield we have this guy with the mask on. Is Voldemort on the playfield also? Because it
Uh,
feels like he plays a big part in the movie or movie series. I don't know.
well,
He's
that's the
always
thing. Like, if you think about it,
yeah.
he really is. Yes, Voldemort is a big part of the movie, but he's not actually like face to face with Harry very often at all. The only time he really is face to face is like in the last two movies.
Okay. So
So the
that
Death
mask,
Eater, that's the
the
Death
Death
Eater.
Eater. Yeah. So he's much more in the movie than
Yeah,
movies.
because the Death Eaters are kind of like I don't know. I'm not like big into the books or anything. I mean, the Death Eaters are kind of like the dirty. They're like they do the dirty work for Voldemort, kind of like that's how I would describe them. So they're in the
Okay.
movie all over the place, especially toward like the third, fourth, fifth. But
Okay.
so I don't know. It kind of makes sense that they'd put him on, but I can't remember Voldemort. I don't know if he's on the artwork on the playfield. I don't know.
I
Is
didn't
he?
I didn't notice him, but I mean, I only spent an hour or so with the game, and I was just enthralled by everything else. I didn't even honestly notice.
I
But yeah,
was just thinking about us. This is the bad guy of the series. I feel like he should be there somewhere. I shot something, I molded. I'm sure Donnie could print something out, but just odd to me that he's not there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it from both perspectives. Like the
Yeah.
hardcore would go like, well, he only faces off with them really truly toward the last movie, so he's not in all the he is there, but it's more like because
he's an
Harry can
yeah, he's
you
an
know the story,
imperial.
right, Genghis? Like
Yeah.
Harry has a piece of Voldemort in him. You know that whole thing, right?
No. I only watched the first one. He has a scratch on his forehead. That's it.
So
I don't
like
know the rest.
Harry okay, well then the bottom line is like Harry has a piece of Voldemort in him. So like
It's his
he
father.
can he can like hear him. He hears things that people don't hear. He kind of has this like telepathic way to communicate with him in a way. But you
Oh,
don't really get a face off between them till you get like a minor one, but you don't get the major one till really the end. So maybe that was their
okay.
thought process. Like we'll make it the final wizard mode and it'll be more video than it will be on the
Oh,
playfield.
okay.
Maybe I don't know. That'd be my thought.
When people
Okay.
were
He
talking
seems
about
just
like
so
there's
dominating
yeah,
on posters and stuff. Sorry.
when people were
Yeah,
talking about
Donnie?
like, there's no mechanisms in this game, I'm like, listen, what do you want? Do you want like a big plastic Voldemort bash head, like right in the middle of the playfield? Or something like is that what you want? You're encapsulating 8 films of content and just like putting it in a way
Mm,
that makes sense in pinball and doesn't get in the way of itself. And I was thinking of like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the big Frankenstein plastic head that's in the middle that like grunts
yeah.
at you and looks around. Like, is that what people wanted to see? That were
I
comparing.
actually thought it was that Death Eater. First, I thought that's Voldemort, but then when I saw the Death Eater, I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen the rest. But it just when you see something Harry Potter, Voldemort is just there. We have some shopping malls with only Harry Potter stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just Voldemort on the doors everywhere. This big
But
guy.
Genghis, what's weird though is Voldemort really doesn't even have a body to be in until the later movies either. Like he doesn't actually have a body. Like the
Okay,
body you see of Voldemort, he's not in that actual body that you see, the character you recognize till much later in the series.
okay, maybe he plays a very small part. That's maybe why. I
But I
don't
do
know.
get it though. Like I get it though. I can see it both ways because I
Yeah.
could see they could have put him on there. I mean, maybe he could have been in place of the Death Eater, but you really don't battle him throughout the whole movie. So I don't know. I could go
Okay.
either way with it.
I just
But
figured it out. I just figured it out. When we play
Okay.
the game, we are Voldemort, and we are controlling it. We're determining when the Golden Trio get together and they launch their multi-ball attack. We are progressing them through their years. Everything is by our design as the Voldemort behind the scenes with the flipper button. That's good work. That's good meta.
I
But
think you're right. That's it. Donnie
how
solved it.
about your no more new games for 2025, Donnie?
Yeah, screw
Have you
that.
ordered
Oh,
this game?
can
Yes,
we
sir.
tell the audience that we predicted that he's going to buy this thing?
Yes,
We knew it. He's like, no, no,
absolutely.
no, 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 no.
So I think it was you, Retro Ralph. We have this three-way messenger talk, which is really cool. We have it with you, we have it with Jeff, we have it with Kale. It's so cool. So you named it something really. You said something. Don is getting Harry Potter or
Oh,
something.
I said
really
Donnie.
cool.
Don is so buying Harry Potter or something stupid like that.
Yeah, something like that. So we have this talk back and forth, and Don was like, "Hell no, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it." But what happened? What happened, Donnie?
Yeah, Don, what happened?
This value. There's no reason to rush in anymore. Well, I'll tell you what. So the story of what happened is I was trying to be good, and then it got released, and I'm like, damn it. Because of course I'm getting, emails like, if you want one quick, you can get one now. If you wait a day, you're going to be 6 months from now. And I'm like, I'm looking around for stuff to sell. I'm like, I got that travel trailer outside. I'm trying to like price things together. And then as I'm doing that, 1 hour within the first hour of the launch, I get this text message for like my gig job. And they're like, hey, any chance you can come out in a month for, a string of days? And I was like, this is my Harry Potter money right here. I could exchange, a week's trip out of town for this machine. So I said yes simultaneously to both the job and Jeff at MAD Pinball. And I'm like, let's freaking go. It didn't even register in like my cortical brain. This was all like deep lizard brain responses. It was like a reflex. I had no control over it, man.
Ralph, can you hear it? Can you hear it? He's like, I got some side hustle money now. I can buy it. Just be a man and say you saw the game, you liked the ride, you just wanted it. Ralph put in so cool featurette video. You are like, I'm gonna get.
I will say this, Don. You and I both get hammered for buying everything and loving everything. But
yes,
here's the thing.
Why? Hey, why is that happening? What's wrong with that?
The grapes are sour.
What is wrong with that?
I don't
buy
know.
Pinball, play pinball, buy more, enjoy it, man.
But I will say this though, on this one, like I have been, like I have some regrets more recently. Like I don't try to just like jump in on every LE, and I do regret that. Like I should have not gotten Kong LE. The only reason I did, and I know this is stupid, is because I really wanted to make content on it early. That was me wanting to get a jump on content creation. But is that worth the extra money I put in? I don't know. You could argue that. I mean, I guess like the way I look at it is if I have it and it's okay, if I feel okay with like, all right, I'm going to probably maybe lose a couple $1,000. And I know that's a lot of money, but if I'm okay with it, then like, why does anybody get mad at that? Like if I'm okay with it, like someone might say that's stupid, but if I'm okay with it, then like, who cares?
It's your money. I mean, it's your money. So
but Don, don't get the CE. I don't think you should get the CE. I think you should get the Wizard.
Yeah. So CE's on.
Oh no, he's gonna be like, I'm getting the CE.
Both.
Yeah. So I mean, I had an opportunity and pulled it off. So I'm waiting for the call. Should be any week. We'll pick that one up. I have fostered in my head because I do like.
Pick what one up?
What?
The collector's edition. I'm gonna run down and grab it.
Wait, so you did get the CE?
Yeah, of course.
I told you.
Oh, that's awesome. There's some hoes in this house.
So I floated the idea of like maybe having this collector's edition for a bit, and then once the start coming out, if it's still in high demand and somebody wants it, I'm okay downgrading to Wizard, except for the fact of the gold wire forms. I don't want to miss out on that. I missed out on the gold legs for Godfather. I kind of want the gold, and then I saw the sparkle yesterday when I was playing it, and I'm like, this game.
This is why Don. See, this is why I can understand. This is now. See that he's doing it. He's doing the thing. The gold. No, dude, Jengus. Have you not seen it yet?
Oh man,
the gold freaking wire forms are stupid sexy. I mean, they really are. It's dumb. You're like this. Like you. It's so sexy. It's stupid. It's like when you look at it, it's all is the hose like it just plays it when you look at it. It's crazy.
When this released, I looked up the price of getting those chrome wild wire forms and taking them to get them gold chromed, and like it was so cost prohibitive for a small number of 5 wire forms that it was like it's just worth it to buy. You would spend all the money just doing that, and I'm like, damn it, you could go get them gold powder coated and be close to it, but it wouldn't be that sexy shiny gold.
Well, not to mention, Eric explained to me, and I'll admit, sometimes I've worked in technology my whole career, but sometimes some things go over my head. And Eric was explaining to me the process of how they got those gold, and I did like what Jamie does. He like leaves his body because he can't process whatever's going on sometimes. He admittedly says this. He's like, what? I left my body. I was like, Eric was still talking, but it was like a shell of my body because he was like talking. The process was so involved. I was like, holy shit, Eric! Like, how is that? Like, it was like, yes, you could run these over with tanks and blast them with flamethrowers, and they'll hold up.
Eric is awesome, man. I love that guy. When Eric talks,
He's really good. He's so passionate about Potter too. Like he was the right guy to do it. He loves Potter.
Yeah. But guys, no, I haven't unboxed Harry Potter. I haven't seen Harry Potter, and I am heartbroken because of the way JJP has treated us this time. And I'm not sure I should share this with you guys, but I'm gonna share it anyway because. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. This is just
You do this all the time, Jagus.
Yeah.
As a viewer, as someone that listens to you guys, I love when you go, I don't think I should share this.
No.
And then you say it.
I mean, if you jump into Patreon, I share a lot of stuff, but not here because but I'm heartbroken here. Not because not because this hits me, but it hits my brother, and it made my brother sad. And when that happens, I get
gloves are off, right?
I just pisses me. It just so this happened. So this game comes out. My bro is the biggest JJP fan. Like he loves JJP, and for 10 years he has been talking about when Harry Potter comes out. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. He wants me to watch these movies all the time, and he wants to buy them all to the locations and blah blah blah. Fine. All right, Jay, we love you, brother. So this game comes out. Jay is like, we're gonna do unboxing, we're gonna film, we're gonna fly them home, we're gonna do everything. Because here in Denmark you have to pay, so it's like $25,000 you have to pay for a CE, right? So people here knows about our main location. They want to buy these games, but when it's so much money, they want to try them first, and I respect that. Come and try. We have some people from other countries come in and try. So he wanted to make this huge release here in Europe, which is cool. And he buys the collector's edition, the wizard edition, and the arcade edition.
Whoa.
Bam, bam, bam to the showroom. He wants to do it big. Just go big. Like, he's this guy. He's like this. Okay. All 3 games. Just give them to me. Let's release it. Let's do a big show. We have RetroCengo on YouTube. We can talk about, we can show this to everyone. And then people can make the orders and everything is cool, right? It's just a win-win for JJP, win-win for us, everything. Paid for the games. Everything is ready. Today, it's the 14th. We still haven't received the games.
I wonder if
JJP reaches out, we can fly them home same day.
I don't even know, Cengiz, though. Here's the thing. I don't even think they've built any wizard ones except for the ones that were like the test ones.
Give us the other games. Then give us the other games. Give us the CEs. Give us the... It's paid. Give us the wizard. Usually,
get your CE, Yeah.
When this happened another time, I think it was with which game came out?
Avatar, Godfather.
Yeah, before Avatar.
Godfather.
This happened with Godfather. We didn't get to see. Back then, I hit up Ken Cromwell, and I love Ken. Ken did his magic, and I'm telling you, bam, we got everything in place. And this time, I don't have Ken. I cannot pull Ken's arm. He's not in there anymore, unfortunately. Congratulations with the new job with Zach. It's so cool. But I don't have this. Ken is just, I love him. But this just happened. Can you imagine how my brother feels? He's such a he was like, you feel like a lesser distro when this happens. And he tells me that he listens to a podcast that Eric Minier was on. And on that podcast show, Eric says in an interview, by now, all our distros has their showroom games, except us, man. I mean, can you imagine how
I can see him being bummed out, especially because it's so exciting. I mean, I think we all like, I'll tell you something that like it's really stupid. And I know it's stupid. So before I say it, I know that the way I'm feeling is irrational. But I got so excited doing the video that I thought, okay, I'm going to get the game like right away. because I was so excited for the game that I was thinking, well, it's a no-brainer for them to give me one right away because I'll stream it and get, I'll get more eyes on it and stuff. And when and I'm not saying that, by the way, I'm newer to the hobby, so I don't like sending it to the flipping out. It makes total sense because Joel can like do his ninja magic and like look at the playfield for 5 seconds and know every rule and every shot and every. It takes me a lot longer, so probably could show it in a better light than me anyway from a play perspective. But I was really bummed when I was like, oh man, I kind of wanted it first. But I also was realizing that I'm being a big baby by feeling that way.
You're just
But you guys
excited.
being a paid distro, though,
Yeah.
I can see where that would accept you because you're seeing all these other distros
Yes.
getting them except for
In
you guys.
France and other countries here in Europe. And the bad part is now this happened. The game is out everywhere. So all the people that was on the list, because we have had this list for like a long time, they're all, where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? We want to come and try. We want to come and try before we, put all like $25,000. No one has ordered the game. They're waiting. And now those guys that are on the wanted to buy list, they're like, dude, if we get the game, if you come and try this game in 2 weeks from now and put in the order 2 weeks from now, that's like 3 weeks after the launch, they have to wait 2 years before they get their games. So it just destroys our sale possibilities. Because they're selling like crazy now, and it's just, and when the next game comes out, Jersey Jack's gonna say, "Oh, you didn't sell that many Harry Potters."
So
Because this industry is like that, but they're just destroying our possibility to, sell the games to our customers. Because if it was $10,000 games here in Denmark, everybody would buy it. But it's just so much more over here. VAT, shipping, tariff. It's like, it's crazy over here.
Yeah.
So, maybe we get the game in 2-3 weeks. And then people will say, okay, here is $25,000. When will I get my game? And we will, you're at the end line of the production. It's like, it just,
where do you guys think they're at right now? Do you think that this week coming up is the first week where they're going to make customer ones? Like, I don't know. Like, no one knows. Or maybe someone does, but
the ones that were shipped up, they were built already. We got the insider knowledge like that they were built before launch. So
do you think that they've already have customer ones ready to ship right now? CEs?
They should be.
Yes. People are unboxing now. I've seen.
Have you seen one that isn't a display sample though? I haven't seen that yet.
I've seen a young couple unbox and play the game yesterday.
Oh, really? Okay, I must have missed that.
Yeah. It's out. It's out.
And it's not. It doesn't say display sample.
Nope, it's out.
Okay.
So they're shipping, and I love stuff like that. But that just bumped me out. But I want to say something else also, because this is really negative. But I want to say something really positive also. So I made my first impression video. What happened? Why are you laughing? What's going on? What is it?
You paused again.
Am I back?
You're back. Go ahead.
Okay. So I made my first impression video with the Harry Potter, and I really enjoyed what I saw. This featurette that RetroRalph made. Without asking him permission, I just shared his video. I hope it's okay, Ralph.
It's terrible. Please don't do that again. No, of course.
I put a link. So I loved what I saw. And from that perspective, I was just honest saying how I felt. I don't know about the theme, but look at the shots and layout. Look at everything. It's just wow. So I just shared that. Excitement. Fine. Last Saturday, I'm on a location with my son. We started watching the Walking Dead series. So he was like, Dad, we got a Walking Dead over here. I was like, yeah, let's play it. So he starts a new game. He's so excited with Walking Dead. I start filming the camera, and I want to make a short video, and I want to show everybody how a 14-year-old first-time trier plays this game. I filmed for 2 seconds, and on my iPhone, this thing pops up, bam, Jack Gunari. I'm like, what? I'm filming. And I don't know if I should share that video. I think I will share that
Wait,
video.
like he's texting you or
Yes.
okay.
So I got this mail from Jack. It says Jack Gunari, and he starts with big letters, capital big letters. I love your video, Genghis. It's like, whoa, what? And he wrote the kindest letter to me. And I was like, I was so touched. And I'm filming and I'm reading this mail from Jack. I have made maybe 2,000 pinball videos. I mean, Gary Stern never did this personally to me. It was so, I mean, the head of the, do you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah.
that's very cool. I'm like, and in the video, I'm like, oh, son, wait, Jack Gunari just wrote to me. And my son says, and my son, he's playing. He's like, man, who's Jack? And I'm like, it's Jersey Jack. And my son is like, what? Jersey, that's so cool. So over to my brother and look at this. It's Jack. Oh, that's awesome, man. So thank you, Jack. It's so cool. And he was excited. He was like, just wait till you get the game. You will love this game. And I'm like, yeah, we bought the game. Ship the games to us. Yeah, but I just want to say, yeah, I'm angry because the letdown my brother felt, I felt his pain.
Yeah.
And you can hurt me, it's all right, I can take it. But hurting my brother, I get in complete defensive mode when that happens. I cannot take it. You know how it is like. So yeah, but on the other hand, he did this. Thank you, Jack. I really appreciate it. It's so cool that these companies, these big guys, watches us small content creators videos, listen to our shows. It's so cool. Just a thank you from me to Jack.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
who's your sales guy contact over there? I mean, have you got word like when you could expect at least your display sample?
Oh my God.
Because Ken was my go-to guy. I don't have a Ken now, so I don't know like who to hit up over there.
I cannot talk about the display sample stuff. It's devastating stuff. I cannot share it. I'm so sorry. It hurts if Jersey Jack listens.
Okay.
But yeah, there are some details that we cannot share about that. So yeah, I have to. Yeah, but his daughter is our contact. If you know her.
Yeah, Jen. I think she's cool. She's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm as much excited as you guys are. I really want to. I hope that I unboxed this game by now, but yeah, we have no idea.
Hopefully soon, Genghis. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Yeah.
I think we're all waiting.
Hopefully.
For the same
thing. What did you say, Donnie?
So we're all waiting for the same thing. I'm waiting to unbox mine. Ralph's waiting on his.
Ralph, do you have any day, ETA or when you're getting yours?
No, I don't have any ETA. I know. No, I don't. I don't have an ETA. That's all I can say. Have I been a royal pain in the ass asking? Yes. Do I have an ETA? No. But I realize I'm getting bordering like stalking almost. So I should probably maybe scale back just a tad on the asking, but I don't know.
All right. Perfect. That's Harry Potter talk. That's Harry Potter talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you guys want to talk at all? I have 15 minutes left before my wife will actually kill me. But did you guys want to talk at all about some of the like feedback that's been going around? Because I think some of it's fair, some of it I agree with, some of it I don't. I know you guys probably have.
I want to talk about that, but I have a question to you guys because, and I want you two to answer because I'm from Europe and I don't know what's going on. So listen to this. We made a 20-minute video show. Couple of hours before this game came out, and Don and I was excited, so we just uploaded that show. And one of the response was, how dare you two be this excited about Harry Potter after what JJK Rowling said? You guys are assholes. So
you're gonna go here. Okay.
What? I have no idea what happened. So this is
this is like you need to go offline and go like maybe look at her Twitter and that'll get you up to speed really quickly. I think that's probably the best part.
Can't you just say what did you say? Just Is it very controversial? Is it a bad up
I
sub?
I mean,
Should we
it's
not
very
be excited about her?
controversial to a pretty big group of people, but but I also disassociate. I personally disassociate whether someone agrees or not with like a company making a pinball machine to like people that I don't know are somewhat involved with the IP itself. Like I never put those two things together really. Like I just always viewed this as Jersey Jack is putting a pinball machine into the world for us.
Mm.
Jersey Jack is not making a political statement with this machine or wanting to at all, in my
Are we
opinion. So,
assholes
like,
to be
I kind of
excited
separate the
about it?
two.
Donnie,
That's
how
just
do
me,
you
though.
feel? Do you know
I
what's
don't
going
have to.
on?
It doesn't. I don't have to agree. Wait, what?
Dude, I have no idea what she
All right.
said. So I'm not
It's
like a
not
big
even what she said, Jengus. It's like
okay.
what she says. It's like every day she
Yeah.
says stuff that could
But
upset a
what
group
does
of
she
people.
say? Come on, share it with me. What is it?
We need to fill you in offline, man. I don't think there's any
Yeah,
way
it's
to
too
navigate.
much, Jengus.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay, okay. But are we assholes to be excited about Harry Potter, or is it okay?
I think it's
Because
okay.
I am excited about Harry Potter game.
I think we all are.
yeah, I
Okay,
think it's
okay,
fine to be excited about a Harry
okay,
Potter game. I think
okay.
that, and I'll say this: I think if you were to look at things that we like in Hollywood, and we were able to learn everything that everyone believes that's made those projects, there's probably lots of people in lots of different forms of media that say things that we would be like appalled by,
Okay.
but then we probably wouldn't enjoy anything because Hollywood can
Correct.
be a pretty rough place
There you
as
go.
far as people's opinions and views.
If you walk into a beautiful forest and you start disturbing the leaves, you're going to see the worms underneath. Okay,
Yep.
Okay. So
100%.
Donnie, let's do a Patreon show after this, and we can take it personal there on Patreon. Okay.
Fine, sure,
Good.
perfect.
Good. Ralph, Retro Ralph, how was the feedback, man? How much love did you get for doing the featurette?
It was great. The feedback's been great, but now that the game is out and people are playing it, it's a little bit different. Like it's good and bad, right? I think there's some people that are fixated on certain parts of the overall presentation, but the video, everyone was very, very positive. Honestly, there probably was like less than 20 negative comments. Everything else was very, very positive. So, and it was some people just like saying, "Oh, it was very well produced," that kind of thing, and some
Mm,
just excited about the game. Lots of, "Oh my god, I'm gonna buy it.
yeah.
This looks better than I thought." Like that kind of thing. And then a lot of
What the
like
heck
people
was the
really
negative stuff?
appreciating that Eric was the one that did it.
Mm. But what was the
What was
negative
the
stuff?
negative stuff?
Yeah, what the heck? It
Um,
was great
some of it
production.
was just like, oh, the CE, like some of it was that people some of it like people just didn't get the CE artwork even after Eric's explanation as to why that was so kind of important to him. But I can see it both ways. But also, I think the CE artwork you have to see it in person. I don't think pictures do it justice at all. It
100%.
just doesn't.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
just
because
doesn't.
yeah, I had a big visceral reaction when it got revealed online. I'm like, oh, it's not what I had it pictured in my head. I hate it. And then now I've had some time to come around to it. I've seen it in person. I've felt the details that are in there, and like I'm okay with it. I still like my vision of like a floating Hogwarts castle suspended in mist with candles all around. But no, it's not just for me; it's for everybody. So, yeah, like I think the CE artwork is fine. I think the gameplay is amazing. I finally got to play it last night over at Lumberjack Johnny's there. And yeah, I don't know, like the first time you played it, but the first two games I had lasted 45 seconds because like you've got to get used to how those balls are coming back, those return lanes. It
You
was
have nothing slowing the ball down. So like it was funny because the first time I played it, to Don's point, the first time I played it was actually when I agreed to do the featurette. I was out in Chicago for work already, and Ken's
Mm.
like, "Why don't you come over? You can sign the NDA, and then we'll show you the game." And of course, I was super excited because this was like months ago. So I was like,
no.
"Okay." Now the one that I played was in. You guys know Marcy, right over there. It was like in her office. Like the game was in her office over at Jersey Jack. So it was a little intimidating because I had Joe Katz, I had Eric Minier, Ken, of course, is super cool as a cucumber Ken, and then Marcy, who's like kind of annoyed that we're in her office, right? Because she's like, cool, everyone is in my office, she's got work to do, and I totally get that. She wasn't annoyed, but I would probably be if there were a bunch of people crammed into my office because it's not a big office. So I was playing it, and Eric was like, "Hey, just letting you know, it's a little fast." Like it's going to be fast, but in a good way. And it was like the ball returned on the left side, and I missed it completely. I was like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, him and Joe Katz were like, "Yeah, baby." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "It's fast, right?" I was like, "Holy shit!" And then so they were like, "Hey, look, that's going to be like that. Get used to it." And after a couple games, I did, but then they're like, "Hey, try to shoot for the Death Eater." And when that ball comes back from the Death Eater, dude, it's like a rocket ship, Jengus. It's so freaking fast. Like, bam!
I love fast games.
It's cool, right? But it's not fast. See, I think if you say this, like, because Don's played it. If you said to someone, "Oh my gosh, it's super fast," they're automatically going to be thinking like, "Oh, it's going to be a drain monster. I'm never going to play it." That's not the case. You adjust to it after a couple of games, but it's fast enough to be like really fun. Like it, and once you start hitting the shots, it does flow really well. It flows better than any JJP I've personally ever played. I haven't played all of them. I think there's like a couple I haven't played. But man, I really like the way it plays. Like code aside, just the shots itself are super satisfying in this game. The staircase is a genius thing, even though people are like, "Oh, it's just a diverter." It's a freaking badass diverter.
It's awesome.
So,
Really awesome. I played yesterday where I hit the inner orbit off the upper flipper, went in that little side passage to that left draining lane, crossed over the flippers up into the one that gets into the shooter lane somehow, and then I was back on my flippers again, and I'm like, "What the hell just happened?" This like serpentine, pattern to this ball.
like that's epic, right?
Awesome. It was
Yeah, like
do it.
that, Jengus. I want you to give you like, "Ho!"
But I have a question to you guys. I'm the kind of guy when I play Swords of Rage, I start a mission on mode and it says shoot these 3 rams or orbits or whatever, right? And everything else is off. I'm that kind of guy. I enjoy it. I know my mission in life. I know what to do.
Yeah.
So if you guys watched my unboxing video and ultraviolet light video of Avatar, I start a new game. 80% of the insert lights are lit and blinking and changing colors, and I have no idea where to shoot. How is it with Harry Potter? Is everything lit again? Everything is blinking, different colors. You're like, when you're 2 minutes in the game, you're like, what's going on? Or is it you have this mode, you have to shoot these targets? How is it?
Donnie, you go first.
I think like anything else, if you just walk up and you haven't played it before, it's going to be just information everywhere and you're just going to have fun throwing balls around. Once I started to get into it, I started to find out, okay, there's the targets for Hermione, there's the targets for Ron. That's how I let my multi-ball. This is the little compass in front of the spinning staircase that's going to tell me which direction the ball is exiting. And so then I started to get wrap my head around it. Now there's 90 mini modes in here, so it's going to be tons of colors no matter what. But I think there's going to be levels to understanding of it. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I do think though, like did you guys watch what was it Triple Drain? Did you guys watch it and listen to what their feedback was on it?
I just listened to the recent episode, yeah.
Okay, so they were kind of saying, like Joel and Travis are kind of going back and forth a little bit about how sometimes when you're in a mode, I will say everyone's kind of saying it's a little hard to start a mode, but I think that's kind of funny because you could totally argue the same thing about Kong. The Gong shot isn't like this awesome, easily repeatable every time shot. So
on
like
the
I could
Pro
argue,
it is.
what's that? On the Pro,
On
yes. On the Pro, yes.
yeah,
But I could
yeah.
argue like starting a mode on Kong isn't that easy. I could argue starting a mode on Godzilla isn't that easy, right? I mean, for that scoop is like not that easy to get into for someone. So I don't really get the argument of it. If your whole argument behind that is that a casual might have a hard time with it, that's true. I think a casual is going to have a hard time hitting that scoop. I really do. Like someone that just steps up, has never played pinball in a long time or rarely plays, they're going to have a hard time with it. But as far as like the code, because that was your question, I think the only thing, and I've only recently bought a Jersey Jack, so I bought an Avatar, though, and this might be just how Jersey Jack approaches code. They sometimes allow for like lots of things to stack on top of each other while you're in the mode, and that can get confusing. So, but that might just be what they want. Like maybe they're like, we don't care. That's how we want to code games, and there's people that are going to appreciate that and people that are not. But I will say, like me and the distributor, when we were playing, we're because the code was not the code I played. The code I played didn't even let you select the movies yet. Like that wasn't even in it. And Mark
Okay.
Silk's voice wasn't even in it. None of that stuff was in it. So
Oh,
my early day stuff was like, it was just a playable, it was there, but you couldn't do a lot of the things you could do now. I do
Okay.
think sometimes when you nest things in top of each other, it does get a little confusing. But for the most part, like if you've played pinball a lot, you can figure out what you need to do. But yeah, there's a little confusion to it, I think, right now. But I don't know if that's
Okay.
just by design. Like, hey, we let you layer all these things. But Jengus, if you're like, you like that like linear, this is what I have to
Hmm.
do, and I
Hmm.
don't want you to give me anything else while I'm doing that, then I think in the beginning, you'll have really fun shooting it, to what Don said. You'll have a blast shooting it, but you
Yeah.
might be a little bit like, ooh, I don't know really how to like progress.
I'm
Maybe
not
a little
that
bit.
strict because if you take a game like Godzilla, no matter what you shoot, you activate something. Something cool is going on Godzilla. On top of each other, you build up something higher, higher, higher all the time, right? And it just works on
It
Godzilla.
does work on Godzilla
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
works. They did something there. It just works. But one of my favorite games, again, Eric Minier, Pirates. If you have played Pirates a lot, it has got like 5 inserts just over the flippers. That's the different movies multiballs, right? And when you start movie 2 multiball, while you are in multiball, you can actually build up all the green shots. And while you're in multiball, you will start movie 3's multiball, movie 5's multiball, while you are in multiball. And after a minute or something, having constantly multiple in all 5 movies, it drains my energy. It's just too much for me. It reminds me of Guns N' Roses, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's the only thing. I don't want stuff like that. But I have also been playing for many years. If a new guy approaches this, it will be awesome. Such a blast for that person. I understand it. But you just need to, balance it, right?
But here's what's crazy. I don't Don, I don't know if you played it by yourself or with someone else, but when I was playing it, I had played it obviously a little bit, and the distributor hasn't. It's Aaron over at Game Room Goodies. He hadn't played it at all yet.
Mhm.
And we were, but despite all what I just said, we were having a freaking blast. It was the one more
Oh,
game. We
nice.
kept doing one more game, one more game. He actually had to leave to go. He's like, "Oh, I got to leave." And I was like, and I was trying to be like respectful of that. I'm like, "All right, Aaron, well, I know you said you have to go." He's like, "No, no, 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 dude. We got to start multi-trio
Yeah.
Golden Trio multi-ball first." I was like, "But I thought you said you have to go." So I'm trying to be respectful of his time. It's his business. He's trying to close down. We stayed another extra hour and a half. And he's like, oh shit, I really, really have to go. So I don't know what he was doing, but like, that's a good
Wow.
thing. If you go up to a game and you want to just keep playing it, despite code maybe being a little confusing at first, I think you've won, right? Like if people keep wanting to plunge the ball
I
Yeah.
and
mean,
press and keep putting money in it, I think you have a winner, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we walked into this place and there wasn't a huge line to play it. And so we went there, we put $15 in the game in like an hour. And I think for any game on location, that's awesome. Yeah, we like, I kept wanting to play to get the damn multi-ball. This was a game. I had to work for every multi-ball that I got. It wasn't just awarded to me, like some of the other
Right.
that he's done. So I think he's listened to that feedback. And yeah, that's the main thing I took away was like the game was fun. Wasn't there thinking like, oh, these clips are muted. I wasn't thinking, oh, these people that wrote the code have no idea what they're doing. I was just like, I want to start this multi-ball. I want to figure out what's going on with the spinning staircase. And holy crap, these
Same.
balls are fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
same.
cool.
That's how I felt about it too. I was just having a good time trying to figure out how to do certain things within the game, and yeah, we were having fun. We were having a blast with it. So
All
we
right.
did mess with the. Did you mess with the QR thing at all? We did play with that.
We
The
did.
easy mode.
Yeah, I couldn't see. They're supposed to come up on the screen so you can take a picture of them and scan them. I didn't see that
So in
happen.
the coin box though, the keys have the dongle, have the little things tags on them. So
Yeah.
it's weird. You just put it up to the camera when you start playing. We did play it on we played it on Wizard for the majority of the time. Well, no, we played it on normal, then we tried Wizard, and then we tried easy. The thing about easy is like I could totally see it. If you had someone over the house, they don't really play pinball much, but maybe they're like a giant Harry Potter fan. If you do the easy card, a lot of the stuff's already like pre-lit. So it does like it gives them more of the like you see a lot more. The one thing I was kind of bummed about though, like for easy mode, it did not affect, at least on this game, it didn't change the ball save timer. Like to
Oh,
me, easy would,
Oh,
yeah.
I
yeah,
thought that
that's a
was weird.
given. Yeah.
Like to me,
Yeah.
that should really extend the ball save timer, and it didn't. So maybe they're still like coding that. I don't know, but
Yeah. All right, guys. We have RetroRalph here. I think we said like 20-30 minute show and we have recorded over an hour. Sorry, Ralph. Sorry. Before we finish, I just want to say thank you for the support. A couple of days ago, you shared some of my teaser videos for Predator. And I love when us content creators, we support each other this way. And I really appreciate it. I just have one little thing I want to say. This is not just about Predator, but any game. So we have something coming. We have Star Wars coming up next, right? We're excited. A guy like me, I would love to have some tidbits, some teasers, whatever, because like Predator, we know it's in 4 days we will have the game. But it's cool to have some teasers and see what's going on. That's just how I feel. Does it irritate you guys? Because I had one or two other content creators that got really annoyed by my teaser videos, and I'm like, if you're annoyed, why don't you just block me? How do you feel if you had Donnie, if you had the opportunity to share some Star Wars stuff? You like Star Wars, wouldn't
Very
you
much.
do it? Isn't it, you don't need to have money, no nothing. Wouldn't it be cool? I would love to watch them.
I don't know. I kind of think if you spread it out too much, you kill the momentum that's building. If we just
Yeah.
get to expect like every couple of days there's going to be a shot of an inlane or something, or piecemeal putting this thing together. I like the reveal. Like when we got the Harry Potter reveal, I got the picture. It was like now I get to go through and dissect everything that's happening. When you give me a little tease, I just want more, and then I'm thirsty because there's no more. You know.
Yeah. Every time I release anything, like 99% of the people, they're like, oh, this is killing me. Give us more, give us more. This is, and people are saying, this is so awesome. But I just had a couple of content creators that was like, yeah. And one of them actually contacted Pinball Brothers and wanted to get the stuff so he could release it also. So I just want to find the balance because collectors are just they're so happy. The response is like, yes, more of this, please. And
Jengus, I think you have two things in there, right? One of them is one of them is how people respond to teasers, right? Which I'm kind of with Don. I think you can tease for a while, but if you tease for too long, then I think people will start to get annoyed. I'm just talking about general public, right? Not
yeah.
other content creators. Because they're like, okay, you've given me everything. So I think there's definitely like a timeline of teasing, right? But then I think your other thing, that's just jealousy. That's someone being jealous that Jengus got it and they did it. That's all that is. To me, that's 100% another content creator being jealous that you have it and they don't.
I
That's
don't have
that.
that gene. I don't have that gene in me. That has been my problem all my life. I don't understand jealousy stuff. I mean, I knew about RetroRalph before he did pinball stuff because I'm in love with arcade stuff also, and Ralph has made amazing videos on the arcade scene also. But when he came in to the pinball stuff here, I mean, he's like top of the line right now. I think you're number one guy right now in the pinball content creating stuff, especially this week. And I'm not envy. I'm like, this is so cool. More power to RetroRalph.
Well, I don't
I,
thank you.
I,
I don't believe
that's
that
just
that's
how I
true,
feel.
but thank
Genuinely.
you.
Really, that's how I feel. This is so
No,
cool.
but Jengus, the reason why, like, we're all so like, I feel like our personalities are all just like chill guys, right? And I think that's why we feel the way we are. Like, I don't get mad when I see. I'm like stoked when I'm like, holy shit, Don painted himself freaking blue. Like, I want to go watch what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, does Don? I didn't know, Don, by the way, that basketball court is in your house. So I'm like, did he just rent a basket? Like for the longest time, like this guy's totally nuts, but I love it. I'm like, he
I love
rented
it.
a basketball court. He freaking like, I didn't even know. I could have asked you, but I guess I was just like, he painted himself blue. Like I love that kind of shit. I think we're just having fun. And I
Yeah.
think there are some people that just, I don't know, like they just have to live in a different headspace that's not fun sometimes. And I don't know how to do that. Like there's so much stuff in all of our lives to get us upset. Drama, stuff, family things, people's health,
Mm.
relatives, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I want to focus that, like, if I need to focus that kind of energy on, but my hobby should be fun. Like,
Yes.
I don't want to be miserable and be
yes.
like, oh my God, this one fucking thing on this play field it's like, no, it's like, that's minor. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's something major. If the game doesn't work, okay, we can be upset.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's
geez,
something else.
people, man, like,
Yeah.
I think we're just all very chill guys. And I think that's why we understand each other like that. And there are just some people that aren't. And I don't know. They just want to live in some weird, angry headspace. And I don't get it. I don't get it.
Me neither.
We'll
man.
never
Me
get
neither.
it. We'll be
No.
we'll be aggravated trying to get it. We're never going to get it.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So if people want to reach out to RetroRalph, how can they do that?
Just RetroRalph on YouTube is the main channel, which I do a lot of like the produced content on, and then RetroRalph Live. I tried to change the channel to the Flip Side, but I didn't do that because everyone was searching my name. So RetroRalph Live takes you to the Flip Side podcast. But if you were just doing like a Google search and you want to do audio only, just do the Flip Side podcast RetroRalph, and it will come up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So but no, I appreciate you guys. I love coming on here because you guys are so fun and we just have a good time. And Don's got the DJ Donnie thing. Jengus is fired up. Like, it's awesome. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And thank you for having me.
Guys, can you smell it? Can you smell it?
What is it? What are you bringing?
Oh yeah, baby. That's how it is over here.
So every time I hear Don use this, I don't know why, but it's turned into like
Yeah.
you do a Hacksaw Jim Duggan like, ho! It's like the best thing. I don't know why.
It is what it is. It's all that support we're getting. It's just love and positivity, and we feed by it. It's so cool, man. Jealousy, I don't know. I don't know how to handle that, but I think pinball is, in this late age, we're all 45-year-old. We're not middle-aged. We're old. We're old. Am I out again?
Keep going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I back? Yeah. I just want to say we're 45 and we're not middle-aged because I think none of us will live till we're 90. So we're getting old now, right? But through this hobby, we gain friendship, talk to each other off camera. I mean, daily we're talking to each other. This is so cool. So I just love pinball. And some people are like, they say the same thing about RetroRalph. Here's a pinball shield. They say it about Donnie, about our show. It's just pinball love, right? That's it. I mean, when you turn a game on, you're just happy, right?
Yeah.
When you buy $15,000 games, you're just happy.
Well,
if someone wants to give me money to talk up games that are terrible, like, I'm open to it. Just no one's made that offer yet. So if I'm a shill, I'm the worst shill ever because I'm getting like no money for it.
I know, me too. I spend more money than I make, so I'm definitely not a shill, right? Isn't a shill like cashing in on all the good stuff? Like oh, woo.
I actually have one little news that no one knows about. We can share it here instead of Patreon. One thing, okay? Give me 1 minute. So 2 shows ago, 2 weeks ago, we made a show and we got a lot of mails, a lot of support. And one of the support was from Canada, and it was like, us Canadians were lovely people, and I fully agree. I love Canadians. I have said that on all my shows. So this guy, I don't know him, right? And he writes very positive. And then he says it's a pinball company. And I'm like, pinball company? What do you do? And he presents himself. And then he makes the game with the infinity in the middle. What's that game called?
That is Elements. And I think we can get
Okay.
into that more here next time.
Oh, okay, let's do that. So, okay, later.
Thanks again, guys.
Okay.
RetroRalph Live. So everybody, thanks for once again joining us. Episode number 38. Fire continue to come. RetroRalph, thanks so much for joining us here. Like, subscribe this guy for the best from this and the flip side. We are pinball69@gmail.com. It's how you get on to us. We'll continue the conversation over on Patreon as we do. Patreon.com/We Are Pinball. Let's go. I think that's everything, right? I'm Don. He's Jengus. He's Ralph. Then Ralph's wife is screaming in the background. So go have fun. Don't
See you, brother. See you,
All right,
Ralph.
guys. I overstayed my welcome with but I gotta go. But thank you so much, guys. This has been so much fun.